Hello everyone, it's Dwayne Ashford. We're coming back in on February 3rd with that global coronavirus case reporting from StreetNOW News. I'm Dwayne Ashford, your Jack. We did promise you today that we're going to look at where the cases were conglomerating, where they were coming together. We've done that. We've looked at some stats for you that we're going to bring you tonight. I am Dwayne Ashford. I'm your Jack journalist-in-chief, broadcaster over the coronavirus reports here for Washington, D.C., the nation, and for StreetNOW News. I want to thank you so much for your listening ear. We know that you trust us, so we want to make sure that we don't betray that trust in providing you the most accurate and prominent and precise information that we can. And that is what we've done. We've gone to Wikipedia, who updates this information on a daily, even hourly basis. So we're trying to provide you with the best information possible. And we went to Wikipedia, who's working along with several other news agencies in order to confirm and validate the information that is being provided to you. One of the sources that is working along with Wikipedia is the New York Times, and validating that coronavirus information. And from all of that, Wikipedia has been cited as one of our sources because we trust them in providing news to you. I'm Dwayne Ashford, StreetNOW. I'm StreetNOW News. Stay with us as we provide you with the most accurate counts, caseloads of coronavirus, COVID, around the world. We provided you earlier with the stats and the data from the mayor's office for the District of Columbia. Provided you with the national data this morning. I think that came from Yahoo. We're going to also provide you right now with some global data and also some more national data, just in case we fail to provide it to you as thoroughly as we could have at that particular time. We're going to do that for you again too. Dwayne Ashford, StreetNOW News, all for you.
We're bringing you on a new day. A new day for a new Oval Office leader, new president. We also have new StreetNOW News.
Let us now look into the coronavirus data that we have gathered for you thus far. We're looking at global data right now. Let's go ahead and start out with the number of the new cases, the total number of new cases around the world. We have right now a total of 103 million new coronavirus cases around the world. Now, let's narrow that to those who have lost their lives. We have about 2.24. Let's do that again. 2.24 million that have lost their lives due to coronavirus. Currently, there is no change at the top in terms of the nations that houses the most cases. United States is still number 1, and India is still number 2. Number 3, if I recall correctly, and I'm not looking at it right now, it's Brazil. Number 4 should be the United Kingdom, and number 5 narrowed down to be Russia. Now, that has remained the same since the beginning of time, about 2 months now. The same top 5 have been the same top 5. There's been one change in that top 5 where United Kingdom kind of supplanted Russia as number 4, and Russia moved down to number 5. But that is about it for the changes. So now let's go ahead and move into the new cases as of February the 2nd. As of February 2nd, in the United States, there was 130, it looked like 130 new cases in the United States. And but that gives us an average of 205, a 7-day average, new cases within the United States. On an average, there's a 7-day total of 205 new cases every week within the United States. That's reported to you as of February 2nd, which was yesterday. Today's February 3rd. You're with StreetNOW News right now. When we look at the global, now that was national information within the United States. When we look at the global information, we're looking at much larger figures. It kind of alarmed me a little bit. Number of new cases that occurred on January 31st. That's as far as we go because we have so many nations to look at. As of January the 31st, there was 501,930 new cases. And a 7-day average was, you ready for this? For the world, 523,639 new cases around the world of coronavirus, COVID, around the world. You're getting your news right now from StreetNOW News. We're going to jump right back to this, and we're going to look more into the area of the cases. The last 14 days of new cases here in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Let's give you a break. We don't want to overwhelm you with too much information too soon. So we're going to give you a break right now so you can digest some of that information and rock and roll with that. And then we're coming right on back within less than a minute here because we kind of want to keep our broadcast short and sweet for you. Short and sweet. It's okay to have a little sweetness in you sometimes. Short and sweet, and we'll keep it short and simple. Some people say it's simple and sweet. It doesn't matter. Bounce back and forth. It works really fine when you do it like that. Dwayne Ashford here. Again, you rock back with some music here real quick. Give you a breather. Coming right on back in a few short moments. I have to tell you, I have to intervene on the music here just for a minute, just to tell you how much I love reporting for you. We also did a report on careers today. And I remember when I was growing up as a child, I remember wondering what I was going to do with my life. And that I cared so much. I cared so much as a child. I thought something was wrong with me caring so much. So I had to figure out, what am I going to do with myself caring like this and not being able to control how much I care in my heart? And whether you see it or not, how was I able to accomplish in the world the way I was seeing the world even back then? How was I able to do anything? So I chose journalism, and that's how I ended up here. I'm Dwayne Ashford. We're jumping right back into that report for you in a few short moments. If we can get through it without interruptions and interventions, it's totally okay. It is what it is. Hey, how you doing? Huh? I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you just drove up and started to signal. I thought I'd just turn around and say hello to the black man.
Oh, okay.
Usually when signals like that are from a white guy, he's looking for a black man to have sex with.
Oh, okay.
Hey, sorry. Have a good day. Yeah, you're good. Sorry. Terry Dwayne Ashford here. We're jumping right back into the report, and we're looking at the map of cases in the Washington, D.C. and around the Washington, D.C. area for the last 14 days, and we're going to give you some counts here. Now, these particular counts are comprised of the total number of cases between the dates of January the 20th to February the 2nd. And we're going to go around the area here of Washington, D.C., and we're going to provide you with some counts. Total cases in Washington, D.C. comes to 2,879 between that time period of January the 20th and February 2nd. Let us now look at Manassas Park County, that area out there in Manassas Park. They reported a total of 32 cases within that particular time period. Howard County, we have a total number of 1,064 cases within that time period. Then we're going to look at Talbot County, which is closer to Delaware here. We have 182 cases within that particular area there. We're going to move on over here to the left-hand side here of going south down in Virginia. In Cumberland County, Virginia, we have a total of 60 cases during that same time period, January the 20th, February to February the 2nd. Colonial Heights, we have a total of 177 cases. And King George County, we have a total of 232 cases here in Washington, that's close to Washington, D.C. Now, we're providing you now with some case counts according to areas surrounding the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. In metropolitan area, you heard there was it was about 2,800 and I think 92 was the total caseloads there. Let's go up in Maryland and look at and see what it looks like up there. Right up in Howard County, we have 1,064 cases there. We're going to move over to Baltimore. In Baltimore, total caseloads is 2,178. Again, the time period we're looking at is between January the 20th and February the 2nd. We're moving on to Clark County. Clark County, we have a total caseload of 140 between that time period. And let's move on around here. And we're just sharing with you where things are happening. Let's look up in Philadelphia County. Way up in Philadelphia, we have 6,000 up there. 6,145 in Philadelphia. Out in here, let's look out in Queen Anne's County. Total cases of 182 was reported there. This is data around the area here, data of cases around the area. Down in Richmond, we have 1,413 between the time period of January the 20th to February the 2nd. You're getting your news right now from StreetNOW News. We're going to be closing that out for you really shortly right now. Again, we love you here, and this is how we love you with StreetNOW News. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. Now news with Indacarseat, DatGuY, Terry Dwayne Ashford.
StreetNOW News.
Your jet goes by no other name other